Are you saving enough for retirement, especially if you're trying to catch up for retirement? Do you know what your retirement number is? Guys, let me know down in the comments below. Do you have a savings goal? Do you know what your retirement number is? And are you saving enough? So hey guys, welcome to this channel. My name is Susan Velez, and on this channel we talk about making money, saving money, investing money, and taking care of our health so that we can catch up for retirement, especially if you are late to saving for retirement like me. So in this video, guys, I want to talk to you about how to come up with your retirement number and how to know what your savings goal is. Because when I got started in investing, guys, I know I'm behind on retirement. That's all I knew was I thought that I need to throw in as much money as I could, and that's it. Then hopefully when I retire, I would be fine. But I had no number. I didn't know how to even determine what number I needed. So guys, in this video, I want to talk to you about the rule of 25, what it is and why I used it to help me come up and determine what I need to save for retirement, because it helped me come up with a savings goal that I need to strive for, and what to do if that number is a little bit more ridiculous than you think. Because as you know, guys, on this channel, I am sharing my experience, my journey of saving and catching up for retirement. This means that I am in my catch-up contribution years. I am older than the average investor, and I don't have a long time horizon for my investments to grow. But that said, I think that anybody, regardless of your age, can get started investing, because every penny that you save and invest today is going to make a huge difference for when you're older and you need that money to be able to pay the roof over your head, to be able to buy food, and be able to take care of your older self. So let's go ahead and jump into this, guys. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is one of the best and easiest ways to come up with a number is using the rule of 25. Now, if you've never heard of the rule of 25, guys, I'm going to read to you what Bankrate says it is, because they can explain it a lot better than me. So the rule of 25 for retirement, what it means and how to calculate it. So what is the rule of 25? The rule of 25 is simple. You should have 25 times the annual amount you plan to spend in retirement saved before you leave the workforce. So it says that the rule of 25 is such a simple rule that it makes a few assumptions while rejecting a few important details. First, the rule assumes a 30-year retirement and a 4% withdrawal rate each year during retirement. It also assumes that your retirement savings are invested perhaps in a Roth 401k or Roth IRA, so your money continues to grow. The one thing that Rule 25 doesn't consider is other sources of income such as Social Security, pension, benefits, or part-time job. So the principle is far from an exact science, since it only considers how much money you need to accumulate in your investment accounts prior to retirement. So let's jump down here to how the rule of 25 works and kind of give you an idea of how this works. So here are the basic steps of to calculate how much you need for retirement using the rule of 25. The first thing is you have to figure your retirement spending. This means that you need to have a budget. Guys, it always goes down to a budget. If you don't have a budget that you work from right now, your first thing that you need to determine is you need to figure out how much you need in order to maintain your current lifestyle. What do you spend right now on all your essentials? Your household, your food, your transportation, your utilities, everything that you spend, everything right now, every bill, every expense that you have right now, you have to sit down and figure this out. I do have a spreadsheet down in the description below, guys. If you need help with a budget, it is a template that you can use on Google Drive. Although I think that you can use any template. You don't have to pay for any specific app. You don't have to pay for anything. You can use just a blank template on Google Drive. You can write it down on a piece of paper if you're old school. It doesn't matter. You just need to figure out a method that works for you for coming up for a budget, because you cannot use the rule of 25 until you have a monthly budget in place. And this is why it's so important, guys. So the second step is, once you figure out your monthly budget, you're going to subtract your estimated Social Security benefits. Now, for me, guys, when I used the rule of 25, I did not subtract my Social Security benefits. I just did this without taking Social Security into account. You can do it either way, although I do recommend that you do it without Social Security and with Social Security. And the reason being is because we don't know what Social Security is going to look like when we reach Social Security age, especially if you're Gen Xer, guys. I'm 51 years old. I still have a good ways before I can even tap into my Social Security. And according to everything that I read, Social Security is not going to look the same. If you know anybody who is a baby boomer right now, guys, you know they are getting 100% of their benefits. I think that when I reach Social Security, now this is just me thinking, guys, this is my opinion, means nothing. I don't know for sure, but I do think that when I do reach Social Security age, I think that what's going to happen is instead of getting the full 100% benefits, I think I'm going to only be able to get 75% of the benefits. Now, if I can get 100% of the benefits and nothing changes, then that's great. But I'm going with the assumption that I'm only going to be able to get 75% of the benefits. So you do what you want to do, but I made this calculation without taking Social Security benefits into effect. And then the third step, guys, is to apply the rule of 25 to the remainder. So that may sound a little confusing, guys. You might still say, okay, well, what is the rule of 25? Well, let me give you guys a scenario. Our monthly budget is $3,000 right now, guys. If I was to retire today, this is everything that I pay, including everything that I use, groceries, transportation, household utilities, everything. So this is what I would need to be able to retire comfortably today. So what I do, once you figure out your budget, mine's $3,000 a month. I take that and multiply that by 12 because there's 12 months in a year, and that gives me a yearly budget of $36,000. So that's what I would need to earn for my investments or anything else, whatever type of income I earn in retirement. I would need to bring in $36,000 to be able to support the household and the type of lifestyle that I have right now. Once you figure out your yearly budget, guys, then you times that or multiply that by 25, and it gives us a $900,000 retirement number. So this can sound really daunting, guys, because do I really think realistically that I can save $900,000 with such a short time window? Yes, people have been able to become millionaires in the short time span of 10 years. However, for somebody like me who has a low income, I don't have any real estate. I don't have any other assets besides my money in the stock market. Realistically, guys, if I go down the same path right now of earning and my savings rate the same as it is right now, realistically, I don't think I can earn $900,000. Do I think I can earn $500,000? Yeah, I think it's possible. I think that with us putting our heads down, doing everything we can, trying to make money on the side, working a part-time job, putting everything that I earn it from the part-time job into the market, as well as my partner investing as well too. Combined, I think we can earn $500,000. So does that mean that I'm not going to be able to retire, guys, because I didn't earn the $900,000 that the rule of 25 told me I needed? No, guys, that doesn't mean that. Of course, like I said, guys, everybody's finances is different. You might not be able to retire if you don't earn the amount of money that the rule of 25 tells you that you need to earn. And guys, there's things that you can do in order to lower your expenses. The first things that comes to mind is that you can cut all your expenses, your unnecessary expenses from your budget. So you can find ways to cut your expenses. But one of the best things that I think you should do, and this is what I think everybody should do, is not only cut your unnecessary expenses, because the less expenses that you have and you take into retirement, the easier that it's going to be to reach your number, guys, because if you cut your expenses, that means that you're not going to need as much as you think you're going to need once you reach retirement, which is going to make reaching your rule of 25 number easier because it becomes smaller. Another thing that you can do, guys, is you can find ways to make more money, whether that's through a part-time job, a side gig, or something. You can find ways to make more money. And guys, that's one thing that I mentioned earlier, is that the rule of 25, while it is one of the best ways to get a quick snapshot of what you need to earn, it is not 100% accurate because it doesn't take into consideration inflation, any money that you're going to earn from a part-time gig, side gig, or Social Security, or inheritance, guys. So if you come into other money, whether that's through a pension or anything that I just mentioned, it doesn't take into account that extra income. All it takes into account is what you plug into it, which is your current budget, and then multiply that by 25 or by 12 to get the yearly budget, and then by 25 to get your retirement number. So It is not 100% accurate, but I think that it is one of the best ways for somebody like you and I who have no idea what we should be saving. All we know is that we are behind on retirement and that we need to throw in as much as we possibly can to catch up for retirement. But I think that everybody should use the rule of 25 if you are confused, you don't know how much you're going to need for retirement. And it's one of the best ways to get a quick snapshot of what you should be striving for. But just know that if you don't reach the rule of 25, guys, it's not the end of the world, because there's always things that you can do to help you bring more income in. And also, guys, the rule of 25, while it doesn't take in any income that you're going to be earning, it also doesn't take into account any expenses, whether that's healthcare or unexpected expenses. So we all know that right now, if you are younger, chances are you are healthy. If you are fortunate, you are blessed and healthy right now. You may not go to the doctor very much, so you don't have a lot of medical bills. But when you get older, unfortunately, with old age, sometimes comes more medical bills. So you have to take that into consideration as well, too. So there's kind of pros and cons to using the rule of 25, but I still think that it's one of the best ways to get a quick snapshot of what you need to be striving for, because you can't just be saving money and investing blindly. You have to have a savings goal. It's going to help you understand what you need to be striving for. But if you don't reach that number, guys, it's not the end of the world. And the reason being is, well, there's two reasons. Because there are a lot of people who have retired with less than, let's just say, like, for instance, guys, my number is $900,000 is what I need to save for retirement. That's my retirement number according to the rule of 25. However, I know that there are tons of people who have been able to retire with less than that. And if you do any research on YouTube, you read any kind of books, you listen to podcasts, you just listen to this information. See, guys, I'm always listening to YouTube channels, podcasts, all this stuff to help me understand what I need to do and improve my financial literacy so that I can make wise decisions from this point on out. And I've always seen people, whether on YouTube, it's easy to find people who are living comfortably in retirement with less than $500,000 or with $500,000, guys. So my goal, while my rule of 25 says that I need $900,000 to be able to retire, my goal, my personal goal, is $500,000, guys. I do think that I can reach $500,000, but even if I fall short of $500,000, don't you think that every penny, every dollar that you put away in investments and watch your investments grow between now and the time you retire is going to be a lot better than if you don't have anything saved and you don't change your money habits? So that's why I think it's so important to have a retirement number, but not focus completely on the retirement goal, especially if it is an outrageous number like mine. Because, like, if I was 20, guys, and my retirement number was $900,000 and I just got started investing, well, first of all, it's really hard to determine a retirement number when you're 20 because you still have a long road ahead of you. You don't know what your budget is. And at 20 years old, you really don't have a big budget because you're just getting started. So it's a lot easier to reach $1 million when you're 20 than it is when you are older, especially if you have a low income job and you don't have a lot of assets, guys. But like I said, guys, it's never too late to get started. Every penny counts. And another reason that I don't think that it's so important or so life changing if you don't reach your rule of 25 number is because, think about it, guys. So when you do get to the point that you are living off of your investments and you're taking out 4% or, whatever it is that you're drawing out, we all know that when you get older, you don't want to draw out too much money at one time. You want to draw the bare minimum so that you can make your money last, especially if you are living on a fixed income. You don't have a lot of money coming in. You don't want to spend everything. When the day does come, guys, and you are finally living off that money that you worked so hard to invest, you're only pulling out a small portion at a time. So the rest of the money sits in the market and continues to gain momentum. So whenever the market's doing good, your investments continue to grow. Of course, the opposite is true too, guys, is that when the market is doing bad, that does affect your income as well too. But my partner's parents, guys, for instance, guys, let me share with you guys a little bit what I mean. So my partner's parents retired with a net worth of $238,000. They are baby boomers. They've been living off their retirement, been able to make just small withdrawals every month. So that way they can pay their bills and do what they want to do. They live a comfortable retirement, nothing flashy, nothing really amazing, but they don't suffer or they don't want for anything. They lived a comfortable lifestyle. So the other day I was at their house and they were telling me that their retirement has grown even higher than the amount that when they retired. So they retired with $238,000. When he showed me his balance, they have over $265,000 left in their retirement. So this goes to show you that even though you are living off your retirement, you're not going to be withdrawing everything at one time. So your money, when it's in the stock market, is still going to be able to catch those highs and continue to grow. So that said, guys, you don't want to have all your money in risky stocks, but you can still have a good portion in growth stocks as long as you have money set aside in stocks that aren't going to get so volatile during the market's ups and downs. Now, that said, it is a personal decision on how you want to invest, but according to statistics, guys, when you get older, you should be in safer plays versus something that's considered growth, because you don't want your money to completely go away or be down when you're living off your income. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to share these reasons that I think that it's so important to know your retirement number. And I think that the rule of 25 is one of the best and easiest ways to come up with a retirement number. So let me know down in the comments below, guys, how did you figure out your retirement number? Did you use the rule of 25? And if you haven't figured out your retirement number, are you going to use the rule of 25? So guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Click on that subscribe button so that you can be notified whenever I put out a new video. And until next time, guys, I will talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye.